You especially don't get bounced in the first round when the Ravens have their third string quarterback starting against you. What is up, football fans? It is time for everyone's favorite time of the year, playoff time, specifically wild card weekend, which is this upcoming weekend, and I could not be more excited about it because not having a team in the playoffs sucks. But it's stress-free. I can just kick back, watch some great football, and I have no ties to anybody. It's fantastic. All right. Get your clowning out of the way out in the comments about the Patriots. Go right ahead, yada, yada, yada. I just got to say one thing. That Raiders game, sole reason we didn't make the playoffs. Well, sole reason we didn't make the playoffs is because our coaching sucks. But that Raiders game literally screwed us over with that awful call. The clear, not a touchdown that they called the touchdown, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But anyways, let's hop right into it because I am very excited to show you guys my thoughts on who is going to come out a Super Bowl champion this year. And it's been a weird year for the NFL. It really has. There's been a lot of firsts, that's for sure, like a lot of bad teams now becoming good, entering the playoffs. So that's great. A lot of exciting football. Really just don't know what's going to happen. Like this bracket, I'm very confident in, but at the same time, the NFL's been so strange this year, like it could get screwed up so fast. Like I genuinely think it's gonna be a great playoffs. But let's dive right into it. So our first matchup we're gonna dive into is the Jaguars and the Chargers game. I'm gonna get hated on, I know I am, but I got the Jags, man. I really do.
What?
The Jaguars have won 6 of their last 7 games and are on a absolute tear. Like absolute tear. They're playing great football. Not to mention they beat the Chargers during the season 38-10. I'm sorry. To me, everyone's saying the Chargers are the clear winner. I think the Jags are the clear winner here. I think it'll be a good game, but I got the Jaguars, man. Next up, Ravens versus Bengals. Should be an interesting one. I think there's a clear winner here, and it's not the Ravens. It's the Bengals. I mean, how could you even pick the Ravens? I'm sorry. Even with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, I would still pick the Bengals. The Bengals are out for redemption. If you are runner-up in the Super Bowl, you don't get bounced in the first round. It doesn't happen. You especially don't get bounced in the first round when the Ravens have their third string quarterback starting against you. I'm sorry, if the Bengals lose this game, they deserve to just be clowned on forever. So I got the Bengals. The Dolphins and the Bills, we got a divisional matchup right here. I hate to say it, the Bills are obviously going to win. I mean, it's so obvious. The Bills have been playing great football. They're going to take care of business. To Dolphins fans, I'm very sorry. Y'all just aren't ready yet. You're not. You got to get rid of fucking Tua. I'm just going to say, you got to get rid of fucking Tua. He's got to go, man. I'm not a Tua fan whatsoever. Y'all barely scraped by into the playoffs. Like, y'all got some hiccups you still got to deal with. Some coaching issues you still got to deal with. You're just not ready. You're almost there. You're almost there. You know, some little improvements, you're there. I really believe it, but I'm just not convinced. The Bills are going to take care of business. That's it. So that takes care of this side right here in the AFC. Moving on to the NFC, our first matchup is the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. The Bucs won this matchup in the regular season 19-3, so that's something to think about. Y'all are really going to clown on me for this one. I know you are. I know you are. The Buccaneers are going to win. The Cowboys are just one of those teams that just choke when they get to the playoffs. They're just not a playoff-built team. I don't know what it is. That's how it is every year, and that's not my only reason. So calm down. Get out of the comment section before you go ranting. My other reasons are Brady has something to prove, you know, with the crazy year he's had for obvious reasons. I know he's an old guy, but playoff Brady is just something else, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. He injects himself with some sort of playoff juice or something when the playoffs roll around. I just don't get it, but I really think this is the upset win of the first round right here is the Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. So the Buccaneers are going to take care of business and move on. Our next matchup is the Giants versus the Vikings. The Vikings won 27-24 in the regular season. Also, the way the Vikings have played all year, literally if Justin Jefferson gets it going, like if he's having a hot game, they're unstoppable. Like, that's it. Kirk Cousins and their receivers, like, if they just get it going, they're unstoppable. Like, any defense cannot stop them. It's just, I think they will easily take care of business against this young Giants team that's struggled, had some hiccups along the way. The Giants, much like the Dolphins, like, everything I said about the Dolphins apply to the Giants. Like, they are almost there, but they're not quite there. You know what I mean? They're not going to get back to the promised land yet, but they're almost there. So I'm going with the Vikings. And our last wild card matchup, the Seahawks versus the 49ers. The 49ers won both these matchups in the regular season. Not to mention the 49ers just went on an absolute tear after getting Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's obvious. Sorry, Seahawks fans. You know, y'all got a promising future. You do. You know, you definitely got some work to do. You got a promising future, I'll give you that, but 49ers are the obvious choice. So here we are into the divisional round matchups. There they are for you guys, so let's get right into it. The Chiefs and the Jaguars. The Chiefs won this matchup in the regular season 27-14, and I think the clear factor here is just that the Chiefs have playoff experience, a lot of playoff experience in the last few years compared to the Jaguars. Jaguars, it's been a while. They're just not ready. Like, I think they need a little more experience. This team, this core that they have built, they bring this into next season, they could be lethal. They really could. I think the clear winner here is the Chiefs. Chiefs are just going to go to yet another conference championship, and that's that. In our other divisional round matchup for the AFC are the Bengals and the Bills. This one is interesting because this game got canceled, as y'all remember. Also, I made a video about Damar Hamlin's situation. If you guys want to go check that out, it's been doing pretty well, so go leave your thoughts on that. Because of what happened the last time these two teams met, I just think the Bills are out for redemption. As much as I love my guy, Joe Shiesty, ISO Joe, oh my God, it sucks. And as much as I hate the Bills, and I hate to say it, Bills are going to win this game. The Bills are going to win this game. So let's just move on. Over here on the NFC side of things, once again, I'm gonna get clowned on for this Eagles and Buccaneers matchup, but I'm going with the Bucs, man. I'm not convinced with the Eagles. I'm not. These two teams did not play in the regular season, so that makes it kind of tough to decide a winner. But like I said before, Brady is just something else when he gets in the playoffs, and the fact that I'm just not convinced with the Eagles, I think the Eagles are just not legit. They lost to bad teams. They're not legit. So I think I have to go with Brady and the Bucs here. It's just obvious. Another interesting one here, we got the Vikings and the 49ers. These teams also did not meet in the regular season, so that makes things interesting once again. I think the 49ers have absolutely a lot of momentum right now. I think they do. I think they just have a full head of steam going forward, going into these playoffs with the way they've been playing. Also, my thing with the Vikings need a better quarterback. Kirk Cousins is one of those quarterbacks. He doesn't necessarily do anything good, and he doesn't necessarily do anything bad. He's just in the middle. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback. You bump yourself up and you pick up somebody else. If the Vikings had Dak Prescott, they'd win a Super Bowl. Once again, I'm gonna get clowned on. I know I am, but go right ahead. I don't care. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that game. Vikings need a better QB. 49ers, a lot of momentum. I'm going with the Niners. And here we are on the final four teams, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the Bills and the Chiefs, this would be a crazy, crazy game. You just know every time you sit down to watch a Chiefs and a Bills game, you're gonna get a show. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. You just know it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a close game. You just know it is. The Bills won the regular season matchup 24-20. But to me, and this is my personal opinion, Patrick Mahomes is on another level that Josh Allen will never reach. Patrick Mahomes can do so many things that Josh Allen can't. That's just my take. That's my opinion. Y'all can clown on me for that too in the comments because y'all got your own opinions. But for those reasons alone, especially when it comes down to being in this spot, the Chiefs have been in this spot quite a few times compared to the Bills. The Chiefs are going to come out and go to yet another Super Bowl. Now, who will take on the Chiefs in this year's Super Bowl? That is the pondering question y'all are waiting to find out between the Buccaneers and the 49ers. It's obvious. It's the Buccaneers. No. Y'all would seriously get pissed if I picked them over the 49ers. I get Brady as the GOAT. Has more playoff experience than anybody. He's been in the spot quite a few times. So for those reasons alone, I really should pick him to go on. But like I said, the 49ers, just full head of steam, too much momentum. They have a young core. Compared to the Buccaneers, I gotta go with the Niners, man. I can just see them steamrolling through the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl, so I'm going with the Niners. And here is my Super Bowl matchup, my Super Bowl prediction, the Chiefs versus the 49ers. So the Chiefs won this matchup in the regular season 44-23. They had a 3-touchdown victory. I'm not saying that's my reasoning, just throwing that out there. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have been here quite a few times. The 49ers were here a few years ago, so they'll have that chip on their shoulder. This matchup, obviously. This is a Super Bowl rematch of a few years ago, the one that we need. The San Francisco 49ers really should have taken care of business a few years ago. They were up by 10 in the fourth quarter. They just could not pull it off. The Chiefs won that Super Bowl. So I think this would be a crazy, crazy Super Bowl and an absolutely crazy game. So let's get down to the facts. The Chiefs won 44-23 in the regular season, a 3-touchdown victory. Mahomes and the Chiefs have been here quite a few times. The 49ers are definitely out for redemption in this game. Ultimately, it's just so hard to pick a winner based on statistics and facts. It's really just who you think is the better team overall. So that's what I'm going with here. I just think the Chiefs, they're just going to pull it off again. They've played great football all year long, and I think they're just going to continue that through the playoffs and to the Super Bowl. So ladies and gentlemen, and Kansas City Chiefs fans, there's your winner right there. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Leave in the comments your playoff predictions. I'd love to read them and respond to them and talk football with you guys. I love doing that. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.
What it do? Sauce up on you too. You know I'm dripping, baby, and you dripping too. I know you love me, baby, and I love you too. I know you love me, baby, and I love you too.